Shalom, shalom. Call hello Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakbrash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, and to you speckled Israelites that are scattered abroad that look like the heathen nations. To y'all say shalom. And shalom to all you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning to these videos. Shalom to all you brothers and all you Akim that's out there in the highways and byways of laboring for this truth. Trying to make up the elect of Israel because that's who matters. 2/3 of our people don't matter as of this moment, in time. I also want to say this video is for the Israelites only. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Jamaican, Haitians, Guatemalans, the Panamanians, those are the Israelites, always have been and always will be. I'm basically coming back at y'all with another video today, from End Time Headlines. Um, yeah. It's gonna be like an in the news video. Just about different things that's going on. Cause a lot is going on, man. We're at the end. I mean, if you're in this truth, you should know that. You should be in the spirit of, we got 5 years to. Nah, we don't got that long at all, man. It's just you could feel it, man. You can feel it, man. That we're that close. Let me start off with the scripture now, Romans 13 and 11. Call hello, YASHAMIAHLA 144. Romans 13 and 11. Right? It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. For the night is far spent, for the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the whole armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, and not in rioting and drunkenness. So we can't, drunkenness is talking about spiritually. We can't be, in the spirit of slumber, man. We can't, sleep. The scriptures say, let us not sleep as do others. We can't be, off our game, so to speak, man. We got to be on our watch, man. Because the scriptures say, the day the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. And with everything going on, you got derailments happening every day. You just had a school shooting. I think I mentioned this on my last video or two. And today's the 31st, right? It says China and Brazil have struck a deal to ditch the U.S. dollar. Every country is done with the dollar. Hey, Trump got indicted by man. So the end of all things are at hand. They plan on bringing this CBDC out in June or July. So we're at the end, man. I mean, call hello, YASHAMIAHLA, man. I mean, it's been, especially for the elders and the apostles, man, it's been this thing way longer than I have. Longer than I've been even alive or born. It's just a beautiful thing to see and witness, man. Let me get 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 7 says, with the end of all things is at hand, be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. So we gotta watch and we gotta consistently pray. As the scriptures say, first, I think it's 1 Thessalonians 5 and 17, right? Pray without ceasing, right? I'm gonna skip to verse 19. It says, quench not the spirit and despise not prophesying. Prove all things and hold fast that which is good and abstain from all appearances of evil. So that's the point. We're at the point to where we don't have time to slip up. We don't have time to be slacking off. We don't have time to be double backing, man. We don't have time, man. We're that close, to all hell breaking loose, to this MOTB coming out, to World War III popping off. I mean, World War III can't fully pop off, like the missiles can't be shot off until that MOTB comes, man. That's when that could come fully. And I just listened to a video where they were saying in like 30 days, this could happen. Like they could come out with the CBDC in like the next month or so. I know they said something about on the Fed now. The Fed now is supposed to be introduced in like July or June, but the way things are going, this devil thinks he has control, which is Esau, Edom, the biblical nationality, the so-called white race. They think they have control, but they really don't, man. The Lord is the one that's in control, man, of everything. That's why these things are happening every day. You know, me and the brothers down here in Kentucky, man, we got a group chat. And, hey, you know, like I said, these different train derailments is happening every day. It's so many things happening at once. You cannot keep up. You know, like right here, you got these tornadoes happening in Arkansas. This just happened. You know, so hey, the judgment of the Lord is here. You know, we don't have years left, man. The Lord is speeding things up quick as hell. You know, and that's when these devils are gonna have to bring that great wrath. But you know, like I said, you know, all prophecies are coming to pass, man. You know, all prophecies are coming to pass, man. And like I said, we don't have too much longer, man. You know, so we gotta be ready to give all this up at any moment. We can't be, like I said, we can't be Diddy, what's the words? Lillygagging. We have to go full steam ahead of serving YASHAMIAHLA, man. We're not in the time to be drawn back, man. The scripture says, if any man draw back, I will have I will have no pleasure in him, man. We're not in that time, man. We're definitely not now. I mean, you know, that's why we had to go hard, man, for the Lord, man. This is Second Ezra chapter 13, or not chapter 13, but chapter 14. I'm gonna get let me see. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, for the world hath lost his youth, and the times begin to wax old. Everything is fading away quickly. The traditions of this world, the ways of this world is all old. They about to bring in this new digital currency, this new world system in a couple months, couple weeks. You know? So these prophecies are speaking so loud, man. I ain't even been in the truth that long, and we're at the end. This is how close we are. Like we could be out of here by the end of this year or next year, most likely. We don't have 5-10 years, man. The Lord is really coming back, man. Yahweh is coming back, man. We hope to be, you know, saved, man. Lord willing, man. I need mercy. I know I definitely need mercy, man. I pray to Yahweh every day. You know, I'm not perfect, and I know other brothers need mercy, man. It says, for the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10th part of it is gone already. And they half the 10 parts. So how much time you think we got now? You know? Hey, we living in the last seconds of this man's kingdom, of this current state of this world that we living in. We don't have, like I said, we don't have 50 years left. That's over with. You know, most of the prophecies in the scriptures have came to pass. You know, it's just only a few left. You know, this is verse 12. It says, and there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Verse 13 says, now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people, and comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from the mortal thoughts, and cast away the burdens of man. Right? What are the burdens of man? Right? Word about your day-to-day essential items. Right? You know, what food you gonna wear, what clothes you gonna wear, how you gonna provide for yourself, how you gonna stay warm. You know, if you might have kids, a brother have kids. You know, these are times we living in, man, to where all hell's gonna break loose, and we're gonna be in the wilderness. You know, the scriptures say we're gonna be as pilgrims on the earth. Some of us gonna be in FEMA camps. That persecution is coming for us. You know, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste to flee from these times, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen shall happen after. It says, shall be done hereafter. It says, for look how much the world should be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. For time is fled far away, at least it is hard at hand. And for now hasteth the vision to come which thou hast seen. And that vision is all hell breaking loose. That vision It's Yahweh Shah coming back. That vision is the MOTB, the C-HIP, that all these other Israelite camps cannot see, or they're saying that it's not the MOTB, or it don't exist, or it's gonna happen. You got a lot of Israelite camps that, but they don't believe that they don't believe that we're close. They don't believe that all hell is gonna break loose at any moment. That's how close we are. Look at this. You know, this stuff ain't happening for no reason, man. You know, we're this close. This just happened. What was this? 2 days ago. Look at this. It says U.S. money supply is falling at the fastest rate since the 1930s. That's a sign, man. That's a sign. This word is over, man. This word of Esau, Edom. Let's get 2 Ezra 6:69, man. You know, we about to enter into that straight gate. You know, brothers and sisters, man. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You know, it's the end of this man's world, man, the so-called white man's world. And you know, and this could be the worst time in history, man. That's why we need Yahweh Shah to send Michael the archangel and other angels to protect us, man. This is Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, that great prince will stand up for the children of thy people, and there should be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people should deliver everyone that should be found written in the book. You see? So, you know, we're that close, you know, we're that far along in prophecy. You know, stuff can happen at any moment. We're literally just, the president of Kenya, I think I said that in my last video too. The president of Kenya said there's about to be a big change in a couple of weeks. He literally said that. He didn't say no if, no maybe. He said a couple of weeks. But I mean, everything's of the Lord, so we'll see what's gonna happen. You know, but still, the fact that they're saying that the system is about to collapse in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. That's this year. That's still this year. That's still all hell breaking loose possibly this year. You know, these things weren't happening in the past. You know, and when the word has been preached, man, the majority of people have heard us out there in the street corners. The majority of our people have heard that they're Israelites. You know, and then shall the end come. You know, so that's what point we are at in the prophecy, man. You know, I want to get what is it? Ezekiel 7 and 5. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'Shem and evil and only evil, behold, is come. The end is come, the end is coming. Watch it for thee, behold, it is come. That's all it is now. It's evil. It's here. You know, it's here. Now, you know, we just gotta wait for it to really happen. You know? Let me get this video I seen. This video.
Explain to you exactly what I meant.
I'm playing it, and that's when I'll probably end off this video.
I'm sure everyone saw the president in Kenya who made a warning to everyone, an announcement, and said that if you hold dollars, you probably want to get rid of them as fast as possible. Because in a few weeks, everything's going to change. So let me explain. Here's what happens when the Saudis and OPEC dump the dollar as the international reserve currency for petroleum. Day one, the markets will immediately start to tank. Inflation within a week, maybe two, will start to rise by 50 to 70%. Everyday items that you could walk in the grocery store and grab will now be so expensive you're barely walking out with 2 or 3 things. The dollar at that point will be worthless, because it was at one time on the gold standard and it was taken off. The only thing the dollar had before was that it now is backed by oil, and that's now gone. So the US dollar at that point will have absolutely no value. Next, Congress will try to implement some type of pricing control. They'll immediately
order out of chaos, man.
pass through some sort of bill which
We
will
are
do
at the
everything in
end.
its power to keep pricing
We
low.
living in the last
This will
moments.
cover everything from groceries, goods,
And
services,
this when they're gonna
utilities.
implement that MOTB
But at that
system.
point, the damage will already be done. Here's where the problem begins. Within a few weeks, about 70% of the population of the U.S. will find themselves unemployed. With the dollar now worthless, people won't be going anywhere or doing anything to spend any money, A, because they won't have it, and B, the value of the dollar is done. And this is where the real problem begins. With a large section of the population now unemployed, crime will start. Crime on a scale that no one's ever seen. With people now desperate to do whatever it takes to put food on the table, to take care of themselves and their families.
I'm gonna stop it right there. That's how bad it's gonna get, man. It's all scriptural. I'm gonna click on the wrong thing. Let's get 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world, and them that dwell therein, for the sword of destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course and their actions shall stand in their power, and the man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Right? That's to bring in that martial law. Right? When all hell breaks loose, when chaos starts breaking out in the streets because people can't use their money. And the scriptures also say they shall cast their gold and silver in the streets, man. We're potentially months away from this, man. We're potentially, and people don't see how close we are, man, to the end. The Lord has truly blinded you, Israelites, man. It says, "For because of their pride, the city should be troubled, and the house should be destroyed, and men should be afraid, and the man should have no pity upon his neighbor." That's what that man is explaining in that video. This prophecy is about to come to pass. I'm gonna go back to it.
Lawlessness will be found in every corner of the country. Law enforcement and even the National Guard will only have a minimal impact due to the millions and millions of people that will be taken to the streets. Now comes the plan that you knew about all along, but the plan that you can't stop. This is when the government introduces the CBDC, the Central Bank Digital Currency. Everyone is going to be
MOTB
told they're
ultimately.
going to have money digitally deposited into their account, which will be available immediately. And the state the nation will be in at that point, everyone will be glad to accept the new currency. You see, the plan isn't to fight you. The plan isn't to try to take you over. The plan is to make you desperate and then offer a solution that you'll gladly accept. And in order to do this, they just need to control your money. But the first step is to take your money away.
And that's what's about to happen, man. That's what's about to happen. You know. So I'll close out, man. Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. That's all the Lord's worried about is the elect. If you're not part of the elect, then it's over. It's a wrap. I mean, well, I'm a part of that number, you know. So with that, I'm gonna close out. Shalom. YASHAMIAHLA.